You're watching 10 News at 7, working for you.
Now at 7, Virginia lawmakers back in Richmond meeting for the 2026 legislative session. A breakdown of the key issues they're tackling, including abortion access and redistricting.
Plus, the push to remove Martinsville Mayor Elsie Jones continues, with hundreds signing a petition to oust him. We're taking you inside the back and forth among city leaders and the legal fallout.
Good evening and thanks for joining us for 10 News at 7. I'm Rachel Lucas.
And I'm Lindsay Kennett.
We want to start off with your forecast this evening as some winter weather may be headed our way. The January we got used to is not the one that's ahead of us.
That's for sure. So let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Jeff Hanwich. What do we need to keep in mind as we start planning for the weekend?
It's going to be cold. Yeah, and it's going to be windy too. So you factor in the two together, it's going to feel very blustery here for the next couple of days or so. It's going to feel every bit like January outside. And it is January, so it should kind of feel this way, right? Here's a look at the regional view, and we've had a couple of little rain showers across Southside earlier today. We have a couple of sprinkles and or a couple of light showers towards parts of the NRV and Highlands right now. It's rain showers for now, but cold air is working in on the back side of this front, and that means as temperatures go down, there will be a transformation from rain showers over to snow showers and portions of the NRV and Highlands as we go into tonight. Now, everywhere skies are cloudy. Even if you're dry right now, and frankly most of us are, it's pretty overcast. Temperatures fall to near 40 by 10. Eventually lows tonight fall into the 20s. So it is going to turn very, very cold here very, very soon. So how much snow are we looking at? The answer is not much. Absolutely nothing is going to fall in Lynchburg and Southside. May have a few flurries in Roanoke. Notice where it's blue. Parts of the Highlands, parts of the NRV will likely see anywhere from 0 to 1 inch of snow. There could be isolated spots like Mountain Lake and or Mount Rogers that see 3, 4, 5 inches of snow, but you got to keep in mind those areas are so high up. But portions, especially western parts of Highland, Bath, Craig, Giles, Bland, Wythe, and Grayson counties will see some snow, and we could even see some snow showers working their way into parts of Montgomery and Floyd counties as well. Now, as far as tomorrow, any lingering flurries or light snow showers in the mountains should end close to daybreak tomorrow, maybe a little bit after that. Again, temperatures start in the 20s tomorrow. Look at that high, only in the lower 30s. So we're going to see increasing sunshine, but don't be fooled by that sun. It's going to be really, really cold out there, and it's going to stay cold for us through the weekend. 39 Friday, 43 Saturday, 32 on Sunday. We'll need to watch Sunday closely as we'll have the potential for a little bit more in the way of some wintry weather at that point. Stay tuned. Back to you.
Happening now, Governor Glenn Youngkin is addressing Virginia residents one last time in his State of the Commonwealth address. The governor is expected to outline progress and priorities for the state as leadership in Richmond is about to change hands this weekend, as well as highlighting how his term helped to enrich economic growth and opportunities for the Commonwealth. If you would like to watch the address, we are currently live streaming it right now on our website, WSLS.com.
And lawmakers are back in the state's capital for the 2026 General Assembly session. Lawmakers have introduced bills on issues including child care and education. Democratic delegate Sam Rasool introduced a measure that would give schools extra money to help English learning students or students with disabilities. While Republican Senator Dave Suderline says one of his top priorities is getting rid of the grocery tax. 10 News went out to see what you want lawmakers to prioritize.
Taxpayer dollars are going to the right things, not the wrong things. Maybe look at making sure the roads are still getting done pretty good.
Education more affordable. Human rights. Let's support the LGBTQ community with the new governor coming in.
There are also 4 constitutional amendments being considered this legislative session, including on voting rights, same-sex marriage, redistricting, and abortion access. Now, in order to make it on the ballot, a constitutional amendment has to pass the General Assembly in 2 back-to-back legislative sessions. All 4 of these amendments have already cleared the legislature once. That means if they pass again, they head to the ballots later this year.
Martinsville's mayor has officially filed a restraining order against a fellow council member. This after a tense confrontation we showed you between Mayor Elsie Jones and Councilman Julian May at Martinsville City Council last week. This is video from that meeting. Mayor Jones is now alleging Councilman Aaron Rawls threatened him after the altercation. Jones filed for an emergency protective order against Rawls, saying Rawls poses a physical threat to him and is tired of his slander.
Councilman Rawls has continued to defame and slander my name, associate me with crimes without providing any evidence at all.
Councilman Rawls was unable to do an on-camera interview with us, but did release a statement to 10 News, blasting Jones for his recent actions, writing in part, quote, "I understand he's lashing out from a place of failure, but he needs to grow up and take accountability for his actions. Going forward, I trust we can rely on our police to subdue violent members of council so that I or others are not put in the terrible position of having to subdue them directly."
Virginia's data center industry is booming, and today leaders from across the Commonwealth gathered in Lynchburg to map out its future. Industry leaders, entrepreneurs, and government officials tackled the future of Virginia's growing data center sector at the Emerging Industry Summit. The day-long event focused on everything from construction challenges to community benefits.
There's a lot of misinformation or fear that surrounds these data centers from all different avenues. And so what we just want to do is get accurate information out.
The summit also covered current market conditions and legislative outlooks as Virginia continues to position itself as a leader in the data center industry. One of the most beloved businesses in Blacksburg made its return after being closed for several years.
10 News reporter Jack Doherty stopped by their debut, and he talks to the man behind the brand.
He is just as much the face of Substation as the food is.
Everybody loves Hamid, that you can't not love him.
Hamid was so much of a tradition. He was what made Substation there, I believe.
I'm really happy to see everybody back.
From 1986 to 2023, Substation 2 and its owner, Hamid Lapuaza, were staples of the Blacksburg community. And being just a stone's throw away from Virginia Tech campus, Substation 2 quickly became a favorite for college students.
He loves this place and this community so much, so I'm happy for him more than anybody.
That's the reason we're here, because of Virginia Tech. Without Virginia Tech, no Substation in Blacksburg.
But after 37 years of ownership, Hamid decided to retire, closing down this location of Substation 2. But more than anything else, college students were going to miss the local legend Hamid Lapuaza.
People were wrapped outside the door all day long for 2 weeks, and they just wanted to come by and say goodbye.
But after over 2 years of waiting, Substation 2 is back.
So now to have this being open, I think it's going to be cool for students to kind of relive memories, alumni to come back, relive memories that they had here.
It's been a little over 2 years since we've had Substation here in Blacksburg, so it's kind of nice to have it back.
And who had the honor of cutting the first sub at this new location? Of course, it was the man that made this business special to the people of Blacksburg.
I feel very honored for them, ask me to come in and slice the first subs. It was great just to see the old customers and we hug and all that stuff. We haven't seen each other for 2 or 3 years.
It may be a new building with new owners, but that didn't stop the Blacksburg faithful from lining up as soon as this place opened up.
Hamid was one of the most successful franchisees Substation 2 ever had. So his special leadership kind of really built the brand here, and we hope to continue that tradition.
So although the first day was a success, management still wants to make sure that they meet the expectation that Hamid built over 37 years. In Blacksburg, I'm Jack Doherty, 10 News, working for you.
And a big congratulations to them. The official grand opening for the new Substation 2 is expected in the next few weeks, but customers can still stop by and get sandwiches from now on. Respiratory virus season ramping up, with many having similar symptoms.
Learn how to tell them apart and why testing matters.
Health Watch. Respiratory virus season is in full swing, and health experts say we likely haven't even reached the peak of these illnesses yet, adding that it's important to know the symptoms for each of the main winter viruses. Across the country, respiratory illness is on the rise. Seasonal flu remains elevated, as is RSV activity, with emergency room visits and hospitalizations seeing an increase among children 0 to 4 years old. COVID-19 activity is currently low, but is increasing nationally.
Every year, there is a dance of respiratory viruses.
Dr. Frank Esper with Cleveland Clinic Children says all these seasonal illnesses have similar symptoms. So when you're sick, it can be hard to know which you have. For flu, the two main types circulating are A and B. Flu A tends to be more severe, with high fever, shakes, chills, and more gastrointestinal issues, especially in children. He says adults usually have more of a cough. Symptoms for RSV include runny nose, congestion, decreased appetite, coughing, sneezing, fever, and wheezing.
It really causes problems if you have underlying lung disease, especially things like asthma or COPD, or are prone to have wheezing.
Symptoms for COVID-19 may include high fever, muscle aches, and stomach aches.
If it gets into your lungs, it can cause a really bad pneumonia.
If you're sick, Esper says it's important to be tested to know which virus you have because treating it early is key.
Viruses, once that ball gets rolling, it's very difficult to stop, even with an antiviral medicine.
The CDC says if you have emergency warning signs like trouble breathing or chest pain, seek medical care immediately.
The 10 News Weather Authority from the JES Weather Center.
Hi there, friends. I'm Chief Meteorologist Jeff Hanowich. Let's look at this radar. You'll notice there's some green showing up in the mountains. This is all reaching the ground. Yes, it is raining pretty lightly out across portions of the Highlands and New River Valley. Might be a couple of sprinkles further east towards Lynchburg, but right now the airport in Lynchburg is reporting mostly cloudy skies. So this probably is not reaching the ground yet, or at least some of this is not reaching the ground yet, while further west the air has moistened enough where everything that you see in the mountains and points west is indeed reaching the ground. So that's part one to get this precipitation in here. Part two will get the cold air in here, changing the rain over to snow showers, and we think that will happen later this evening. So you folks in parts of the Highlands and parts of the NRV certainly going to see some snow showers here tonight. We're thinking any lingering flurries or light snow showers early tomorrow should go away, probably no later than lunchtime, maybe even before that. And then the rest of Thursday is just going to see increasing sunshine. Thursday looks to be a day where we're probably going to see more sunshine east and more clouds to the west. Tomorrow night, skies are fair. Friday is going to be a day where we see a mix of sun and clouds. Can't rule out a rogue snowflake or two embedded in that cloud cover at times that we see on Friday, but for the most part, Friday's looking pretty dry and looking partly sunny. Now, winds. They're on their way up. They're strengthening, and they're stronger in the mountains than they are in the Piedmont. Right now, for the most part, winds about 5 to 15 miles per hour, and they're only going up from here, such that by tomorrow, we're looking at sustained winds 10 to 20, gusting 20 to 40 miles per hour. That's important because if it's 65, 70 degrees tomorrow, yeah, just kind of be a breezy, arguably windy day. But we're going to be really cold tomorrow. So it's going to be made to feel even colder because of the winds that you're seeing on this television screen. 10 to 20 sustained, 20 to 40 in gusts. More on the wind chill here in a minute. 37 in Hot Springs, 36 in Wytheville, 50 in Roanoke, 45 Lynchburg. You're in the mid to upper 40s out across south side locations. Now, with the cold coming in tonight and with the wind strengthening, as you head out the door tomorrow morning, it's going to feel like the single digits in the Roanoke Valley. Okay, it's going to feel below zero in the mountains tomorrow morning, and it's going to feel more like the 10s as you head, say, towards Lynchburg and south side, and it's going to feel really cold, really all day long into the evening tomorrow night. Okay, so it is going to be brutally cold here for about the next 3 days or so. Okay, wind chills tomorrow morning again going to either feel below zero in the mountains or in the single digits and 10s further to the east. These are your actual highs tomorrow. 31 in Roanoke, 32 Lynchburg, 26 in Blacksburg, 35 in Danville. That puts us anywhere from 14 to 16 degrees below average for this time of year. 22 is your low tonight. Cloudy, turning blustery with any rain showers changing over to snow showers in the mountains. Again, you could have a few rain showers east, but the snow showers should be mainly confined into the NRV and Highlands, or at least portions of those two zones. 31 tomorrow, increasing sun, cold and breezy, arguably windy. 39 Friday. 43 Saturday. Then we're climbing, I think, or I should say going down to 32 on Sunday, staying in the 30s as we go into Monday and Tuesday, near 40 on Wednesday. Looks like Friday night and early Saturday may have a few rain and or snow showers around. We'll need to watch Sunday closely. Sunday right now, we have about a 30% chance for some snow showers, but that chance for snow may be increased depending on which computer model you believe. So please stay tuned. Regardless, by early next week, we're brighter. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Now, the 10 News Sports Desk.
Virginia Tech is getting set to battle SMU tonight in what will be another defensive challenge for the Hokies, taking on a high-powered, efficient offense. SMU is expecting to have one of its star guards, Boopy Miller, back in action. He averages 20 points, 7 assists per game, and a big reason the Mustangs have elite ball movement. Coach Mike Young has been encouraged as of late with his team's defense and rebounding, bound to improve with Toby Lawal back in the lineup. But even with that, the ACC is fairly balanced night in and night out. A testament to the Hokies' last 4 games, all decided by one possession.
The balance and the quality of play from everyone is quite interesting to watch. Those tight ones don't do a lot for my heart rate, but that's what we've got, and it's going to be a great year. And I look forward to our team, meeting those challenges.
Tip-off from Dallas set for 9 p.m. tonight on ESPNU. In other news, Virginia Tech and JMU have agreed to cancel their September the 26th football game for the upcoming season. This comes as a result of the ACC moving to a 9-game conference slate. The Hokies will now play 3 non-conference games, starting with VMI on September the 5th. But before that, you can catch the Hokies spring game. It will happen on April 18th, free admission, with a time still to be determined. And it's been rumored for weeks, but finally made official. Penn State quarterback Ethan Grunkemeyer has committed to transfer to Virginia Tech. He passed for over 1,300 yards and 8 touchdowns in 7 games last season. Perhaps the best part, he'll have 3 years of eligibility and a chance to become a household name in Blacksburg. And the 2026 NFF College Football Hall of Fame class has been announced, and it includes Danville native and UVA legend Herman Moore, known for helping transform UVA football, playing a big role in guiding the program to its first #1 national ranking and Sugar Bowl appearance in 1990. Of course, he went on to be drafted by the Detroit Lions in 1991, spending over a decade in the NFL. Stay with us. We'll be right back.